Okay, we have Skyro playing Zawan in the blue versus KHB playing Twins in the gold. And this is game one, round of 16 with our side. First tournament set for both of these players. I'm very curious to see how this is going to play out because there was a lot of opinions about how this set would go. A lot of people think that Skyro is kind of the natural counter to KHB as far as playstyle goes. So, yeah, I'm curious to see how this will play out.
Yeah, we all bet on Skyro, but he did go on vacation. So this game is a bit post Skyro, if I remember. It's like he hadn't played Wargroove at all for like 7 days.
Ooh.
So that could change things a lot. That said, he is on a better CR. Well, also maybe not much better, and Zawan isn't the best for Locus.
And that
So,
heal is very interesting. I guess favoring the Night Buy instead.
oh no heal. Yeah, it's not. It's not. I don't think it's good to ever not heal.
He did heal, but it was only 50 gold, so. Just...
Yeah, the problem is that you want to threaten a kill on a sword. Otherwise, now that sword can cap the veil. The blue sword can cap the veil. You need to be high enough to threaten a kill. And now the sword could tick up or it could cap the other veil. It has moved. Otherwise, it would have had to hang back and be safe. So it really changes the open. But send the sword to support Sio really quickly, so we'll be able to heal now. So it's not that bad.
And big night crit as well. I'm gonna go pretty low. That feels like such a KHB thing to do, lining up a night crit that early.
And also another KHB thing, not healing Sio, just watching. I don't like this, I wouldn't heal, sure. But yeah, KHB known to like try to get as much value as possible with Sio without healing. Okay, remembers the cat. Skyro is going for Golem and Spike Toon. Huh, no early dragon. As Greenfinger, you really like an early dragon because vines and stuff. Also, no Kraken, but by KHB. So Skyro should be able to hang out on the corner for a bit longer. Although the Knights are doing a good job.
Yeah, they're keeping... Actually, yeah, like, KHB just completely overran that corner and is now taking the bottom right, so...
Well, yeah, but... Only dogs. I don't like the dogs by Skyro. So, like, you can fight longer. Like, he can... See, Greenfinger can still kind of fight there. Because although the Knights are good, so yeah, now he has Cyclones. And he has Groove. So he can kind of fight. Whereas the Twins couldn't fight at all in their corner because there was a Kraken there. So just shot, can't go. But I don't think it was played super well by Skyro. I think he could have kept the econ more on his side and taken the econ back. Now see, KHB has completely moved away from that corner. But Skyro isn't taking it back efficiently because he doesn't have a single knight. Like, you always need one knight to take all those villages quick. But he isn't built one. So even though he ticked KHB faster out of the corner and more decisively, he's actually not gonna flip the econ, so that Kraken becomes not worth it actually. Yes, the Kraken is good, but you need your other moves to work with Kraken, you need to take the econ. And KHB is now threatening H, or trying.
Yep, oh, wow, that knight just like went all the way down and... Oh, is there anything defending Stronghold there?
Very little, very little. I don't think it dies, but like, yeah, basically, when your opponent kicks you out of the corner, You can go center and start setting an HQ. Now that's still better for them if they can stay in the corner because they should have a massive econ advantage. But Skyro hasn't flipped the econ, even though he has kicked KHB. That lumber mill is still KHB's, and one other village just got flipped now. Whereas look, even while they were fighting for the corner, for the upper corner, even though Skyro was still there, KHB was able to flip stuff. And now that Skyro left, KHB will immediately flip the rest.
Orla. Ready.
So basically,
Oh, big army damage. Well, it's not even big army damage.
oh
Just
yeah, I don't know about that. I don't like it. It was fine before this move. Wow, I think this move's actually pretty bad. Yeah, look, Dog has to attack the.
oh, tier 2.
Yeah. This is really bad for KHB, I think. Like, he just exposed himself to an attack without really getting any value from his groove. And now it's gonna die. They did nothing. And Skyro has a very massive attack. And this position by Skyro would have been completely winning. The reason he isn't is because look what's happening in his corner. Like, he has a dog and a sword trying to kill the lumber mill. It will take a billion turns, whereas a knight could have done it immediately. Oh, Witch goes down. That's pretty passive too. But yeah, basically, Skyro's game plan was better. But because he made those mistakes in the corners, he's actually letting KHB get away with basically playing a way inferior game, not using Kraken. Like normally, not using Kraken, you go behind tons of econ. KHB was up econ, even though he ticked CO later. Like, you shouldn't be able to get away with this. So that's sad. Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
Oh yeah, that's going to be lots of very important units going down. Trades the sword to kill the mage. That's pretty good.
Yeah, 2 knights got killed. This is massive.
I don't think you sack dragon here. Yeah, you just.
And then 3rd knight. 3 knights killed in this turn and a mage. And yeah, KHB overextended. And he had the econ lead because of Skyro's misplay, sending no knight to the corner. Or I'm pretty sure he had lead. Or it was at least like even. Which, again, he had no right being even. That said, yeah, this was a crashing attack. A bunch of air by KHB. And only 1 mage by Skyro. This is... He's building mages now. He realized it. But yeah, he would have been able to continue the attack if he had mages. But because he doesn't, he can't kill anything this turn. So, you know, Skyro, overall better game plan, but making those few mistakes that turned this into a close game, whereas he could have been completely winning.
Well, while that's going on, like, KHP still has the upper hand on economy. And I guess, you know, just gonna hex, because why not?
That's actually a pretty decent attack if he can wall. I think he can wall, right? Yeah, because the 1 mage isn't there. So the dragon is immortal, the witches are immortal. And the mage doesn't die because twins block. Yeah, so KHB is getting away with this very high air composition because Skyro didn't have enough mages.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that comes down to like that witch earlier getting sniped. Like that was a large chunk of Skyro's anti-air and.
Ooh, some kind of trap.
Oh yeah, tier 1. Gonna keep twins in that hole for now.
Ooh, can twins escape? If they can, they'll probably give something up for it. Oh, the dragon is trapped. Even if twins escape, the dragon is gone.
Yeah, and the actually, yeah, the balloon is just like being a complete nuisance to KHB as well.
Meanwhile, the lumber will just got dig up. Like Skyro had the area of the lumber mill in his control way longer, but he decaps it later. I'm actually so mad that he didn't put an item. Like he actually lost so much.
This'll be
Like knights are good people. Make them dig up villages.
Okay,
Okay,
Ryan's
yeah,
gonna
everything.
get cleared up.
Everything pretty much escapes except for the dragon. That witch hex is in mage range? Like why?
I guess
I
there's
don't-
one mage and it has to choose something to fight, so
Was there no way to have like boss witches out of range? Because there are other mages for the dragon.
yeah, that's true. I'm not sure then.
And this was just people do that a lot. They just hex in front of a bunch of stuff, but then the witch dies and it's completely not worth it. Yeah, and now Skyro's position is looking so good.
Slowly, Skyro is starting to take back some economy as well, so. Although that said, there's like 3 golems of a dragon here, so they should be okay.
Skyro could have guaranteed the 2-turn lethal on the HQ, but he messed it up. Like, Golem could have killed the air trooper that was below HQ.
Ooh, a rough way to lose a dragon.
Yeah, so the dragon should have hit HQ from the right, and then the witch doesn't reach. Because the witch just went its max move. It couldn't hit from... So if the dragon was hitting HQ, it would be occupying the tile that is witch's last move. Right? So the witch would have to stand on HQ to attack it. It can't do that. So yeah, had the dragon hit HQ, and then a knight hit HQ, those 2 tiles could not be cleared by KHB. And then on this turn, Skyro would have finished the HQ off. But because Skyro exposed all his mages, he now cannot finish this HQ. Even though he has the damage for it, he can't clear the witches.
Yeah, we're seeing some units going down.
Yeah, freeze
on
up the
side of
golem.
KHB. Yeah, I mean, and for as much damage as Skyro took that turn, like the golems are still all alive, so
Yeah, but he didn't win the game basically. He could have won the game with that attack, but yeah, because he mispositioned the units in that HQ attack, there was KHB was able to do that.
I'm not afraid of you.
And now the game goes on. That said, Skyro is still ahead everywhere and finally pulling ahead on Econ. So now he's starting to pull ahead on every metric. But it's gonna take some time and effort to convert, and it's already turn 16. So let's look at clocks. KHB at like 17 minutes. Oh,
22.
Skyro is up. Yeah, Skyro is up on the clock a lot.
Oh, good mage shield. Yeah, you just want to get that knight able
Well,
to do
now
crits.
he remembers knights exist.
Okay, and yeah, Totem's gonna go down next turn, so Skyro looking to be in a good position going into this game. Into the late
Yeah.
game, I should say.
And again, KHB trying to attack on the mages because there aren't enough mages. Oh, that column is gonna go down.
And,
And
oh
the
yeah,
dragon.
nice air wall behind this as well, so okay, you just hex to actually that I think prevents the mage from killing anything there, so
Yeah, and also the witch had to step there because otherwise mage goes on a mountain and crits the dragon. Or the witch, yeah, so whatever. So it's not about the hex, it's mostly about like you have to put the witch. I think the hex also prevents mages from killing anything, yeah. Maybe it doesn't kill a witch even without. I'm not.
yeah, but
All the econ is getting flipped though up top. Like Skyro can just wait out and will win. As important as losing a golem is, like when you're so far up,
I actually feel like KHB might be, or Skyro might be overbuilding mages at this point, though.
no,
he's
no,
got-
because KHB is building like a bunch of witches, and I think he built another one too. Did he build another witch?
That's 5 mages and a witch, though. That might be slightly overkill. But I guess mages can heal the golems, so.
And also, KHB is like just trying to kill his mages all the time. Right? He's making this his life's purpose. As it goes towards late game, you just need more mages. It's really hard to have too many mages. Because you need to try hard to protect all of them.
Another knight goes down. And Skyro's actually doing a good job at chipping away at the army as it comes forward, but
He's
Yeah.
holding groove. I think he can just groove here to be like guaranteed same.
14% until tier 2 though, so really just
Yeah.
wants that. And
Skyro
KHB's sorry.
Oh yeah, as I said, Skyro's building another witch. I would have preferred more mages instead of a second witch, but whatever. You were saying about KHB advancing on the top, right?
Yeah, he's doing a good job like keeping in the economy and not just kind of letting Skyro overrun him. But
I mean, he is super far behind Econ, but yeah, he tries to take it back. Was it the best way to do that?
I'm not sure, but Skyro I think just wants the timer lead at this point, so
I mean, he's also winning on the board.
true, but I guess like a lethal can always come out of anywhere. Well, there aren't really many big heavy hitting lethals, although I don't know, like there's stuff like rifle always throws a weird thing into the mix.
Yeah.
Yeah, that rifle crit on the mage there.
Orla. Ready.
Okay, big cooling flame. No defensive cooling flame.
Yeah, I'm not sure what this golden flame is doing. Like, at this point, just don't fight there. Take the rest. Ooh, golem at 2. I think it's high enough to.
Nature's cry.
Can you check the top golem's HP one?
I will in a moment. Ooh. 5% now. So
Yeah, so I think you did that wrong. If I remember correctly, it was at like a tiny bit below 20. So he should have healed his golem and then used his golem to crit the enemy golem, kill it. Instead, he hit enemy golem with his golem and then he finished it with his mage. So he now has a 5% golem. Instead, you would have had like a 39% golem or something, 37, which you know, pretty good. In
yeah,
that.
it's like one of the best units in the game. Ooh. Zawan left himself open to a dragon.
But there's nothing else, right?
Don't think so. Oh, there's a balloon with stuff in it.
Is there a trap? I don't think there's a real trap. Like, which kills dragon and then Zawan run?
I'm not sure. Twins might also be dead here. I guess we're gonna find out.
Yeah. Although probably Skyro doesn't go for a lethal, he just escapes with his show and says, haha, I'm winning. Ooh, mage gets snapped.
Oh, well, yeah, there's gonna be a ton of army damage coming in here. It heals
So
him
yeah,
with
very
cover.
likely that there was a lethal on twins. Oh yeah, that knight was also critting twins. Because it crit the mage, right? Pretty sure that was a crit.
Oh, yeah, so yeah.
So it could have crit where the balloon was. So yeah, very likely that there was a lethal on twins. I don't remember if I calculated it when the game was done. Even if there wasn't, the Skyro's turn was very strong anyway.
Yeah, I mean, when you're up on time at this point in the game, it's just like you can just play defensively. Your opponent has to go in and potentially make mistakes. I just realized that rifle took a ton of damage from vines.
Yeah. Man resigns. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, he was just very much down unit count, econ, and time. But yeah, Skyro making few mistakes early, but he was just playing better the whole game other than that. And those few mistakes made the game drag on for 22 turns. It could have ended much faster, but still, he played better and he won pretty convincingly. It's also CO diff, right?
Although you say that, like, I think Twins were in a really good position in the early game. They just
Yeah,
used their groove at a bad time.
Yeah, maybe, but I think the really good position was just because like Skyro wasn't taking the free econ. Like, I think that was a big part of it.
True, but I think like the Twins groove was used poorly. Like it was a massive
That's
charge
super
group.
true. It was just bad. Yeah, the first group, super bad.
Like I think you just hold that groove until like a better timing, or you just throw the groove out on more of the army to just do some army damage.
Yeah, or however you throw it, you don't throw it in a way where your army gets exposed to Zawan's tier 2 and a big counter attack, right?
Yeah.
Like I call it a counter attack, but he didn't even attack. He just exposed his army, and then got attacked. And it was very weird.
It's the old in Wargroove 1, Emmerich would have
just
their
run
army.
forward and say, haha, I'm immortal under crystal, right? Except if you overstep so much, you're never immortal.
Yeah, like people, like you'd walk forward into like archer crits or something, and then like your army would just get completely wrecked, and it's just like, oh, yeah, like Emmerich is not an oh haha I'm immortal. It's like, oh, I'm in like a really strong position. Let me make that stronger, kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Emmerich, he gets a numerical buff, but it's not absolute. He doesn't get to cheat. Only Vesper gets to cheat.
Yeah, and in this case, we saw a very underwhelming Twins groove. Sadly,
Basically
just
did
didn't work
nothing. It just did 20 damage to a golem, and then it died with the whole of the Twins army. It's immediately completely throws it.
But,
Anyway,
yeah,
well played by Skyro.
yeah, really good game there for Skyro, and we're gonna see how they do in game 2.